Hey friends, what's up? It is your buddy Keith, and I am here again live in the control room at the one and only world famous Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England. And today I've got a very rare, very special guitar that was owned by an artist who toured with the Kinks and did session work with the Beatles. My goodness. If you are new to the channel, click like, smash the subscribe button. Come join over 9,300 friends and subscribers we've got on the channel as we make that journey to 10K. And you're going to see some really cool guitars, very rare stuff that I get from all over the world. We look at it all up close and drool over them as if we were holding them in our very own hands at our local guitar shop. I show you all the cool features and all the up-close details. And if you want to buy any of these guitars, you can on our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com, and on Reverb.com, our good friends at Reverb. So, this is a 1968 Gibson 345 stereo. This is like the top Mac Daddy of these dual cutaway semi-hollow body. I don't know, are they semi-hollow or are they completely hollow? I think they're semi-hollow body guitars. You can see right here, style guitar, the model number ES-345TD, and the ES is Electro Spanish. I learned that. I don't know when I learned that, but I learned it a while ago. You have the serial number there, and what else we have? Kalamazoo, Michigan, the original. So serial number is 901280. 901280, which makes this a 68, built in the iconic, famous Kalamazoo, Michigan factory. This is the nicest condition example I have ever seen. In photos, in person. These are very, very rare guitars to get your hands on, especially from this era. And to get one that is this clean is impossible. Can't do it. They're usually chipped to hell. While this one does have some lacquer crazing on the back, usually, I mean, you've got serious wear spots, massive scratches, chips, massive lacquer crazing all over, and yellowing off the inlays. I can go on and on and on. Like absolutely no gold visible on the Bigsby, but that's not the case here. In fact, we can see lots of gold, and the inlays look incredible. This could be a brand new guitar. These inlays, I mean, they just pop. You've got Brazilian rosewood, it looks like, for the fretboard. I'm fairly certain it was Brazilian rosewood used exclusively during this period. And shockingly, I mean, this headstock logo is, I mean, look at how much it pops. You've got the crown inlay there. I mean, very, very nice. No yellowing at all to that. That is incredibly rare, guys. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Wow. The stereo truss rod cover intact. You've got no modifications that I can detect on this. And as we pick it up, I'm going to put it over here in the captain's chair. So what are we in? We're in 2021, almost 2022, just a couple months away. And here we've got a 68 instrument. So that makes this thing what? This is 50. Oh, how's my math going? Let's see here. It's 53 years old. Well, it's over half a century, this thing. Absolutely incredible. Look at all of the detail, the double binding, and again, like, look at the condition. A lot of times you'll see the binding, it's all cracked, and it's got loads of, like, hairlines in them. It's just not the case. This thing's been babied. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I mean, good luck finding a cleaner one. Here's your tuners. And like you still have the inserts on the tuners, and you still have the little, I can't remember what they call these things, but you still got them. You got your rotary knob here. It's stepped, and everything's working, you know, as it should. This is incredible, guys. Original pickups. And so a lot of the, looks like they were originally maybe gold. It looks like a lot of that has kind of worn through the years, which is normal. This is rare, to get the Gibson completely intact on the pick guard. That is very rare. Got some dust here. Wipe that away. But yeah, that's rare. I can't get over how clean this fretboard is in these inlays. Now if we turn it around on the back, you can see some beautiful light bird's eye figuring throughout. But again, look at how clean this is. No buckle rash, no wear spots. That is insane. I mean, you just can't get 60s Gibsons this clean. It just doesn't happen, guys. There's your serial number. Again, the 90, what was it, 901? 901280. Let's get that in the light. Oh. And like I was saying, there's some crazing on the neck. I'm going to try and get it here underneath this spotlight up there. Get it at a good angle so you can see it. Might be a little hard to see. So you can see there's like crazing, and it's going this way, so it's not going like up and down, it's kind of going this way. Let me put this maybe down like this, and we can see it a bit better. Ah, there we go. If we get it really good under the light. Gorgeous neck. 901280. Little mark right there. It's very light in the lacquer, but your edges all good. But yes, if we get this under really, really bright, intense light and at the proper angle, you can see there's crazing that goes down. Kind of, there's a little bit on the neck down here. Not much. It's very light. There's a little ding in the lacquer right there. It's very, very minor, guys. I mean, there's no neck breaks or anything like that. And being from the 60s era, you're going to have crazing and patina. It's just going to happen in the lacquer. When you get to the 50s, especially the early 50s, I mean, the entire guitar will look like that. But it's very hard to see. You don't see it just under normal lighting. And it's it's pretty isolated. Actually, if I see it from this angle, you can kind of, it's so hard, but there's lacquer crazing kind of throughout. But it's, again, you have to really get the right angle and light on it. And it looks to be exclusively on the neck. I'm just kind of going back and forth on the back here. I can see very, very light, almost like, I don't know, just the faintest. It's, the camera can't even pick it up, and I'm just looking at it now. There's very, very faint vertical crazing lines on the back of the body, but it's not detectable by the camera. It's something that, again, you really have to look at it at the right angle, and it's completely normal and acceptable and expected to be there on a finish. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's just a case queen that has never even been taken out. You're going to have that in the aging of the lacquer. On the front, I'm looking at it. It's, again, if you have to be at just the right angle, and you might just make it out here. There we go. If we get real close from this angle, you can see some right there, and like a little bit right here. But guys, I'm telling you, like, you can only see it at this angle and in this lighting. If we put it, like, back over here in the case, you know, you can't see anything. So it's weird because, yeah, I can't even find the spot where I saw the crazing before. It's really, you have to have it at that just the right angle and lighting, and then you can see it, and it's very, very faint. But I'm being super thorough because this is an expensive guitar. In my opinion, it is the nicest example of one in the world from this era. You can go buy a new one. That's expensive. But to get a 68 in this condition is just unheard of. Like I said, good luck finding another one. I think there's one up for 12,000 British pounds, and it's got modifications, it's got chips all over the paintwork. It's a player's grade guitar. This is a collector's investment grade guitar. And I'm happy to have this hanging out in the studio, used on just special projects until we get the right buyer for it. But it is sales like this that helps fund the studio and make it possible for musicians to get to record on a $250,000 dollar euro desk and have just like amazing preamps, amp collection. All this stuff gets funded by these sales. So we do appreciate our buyers who give us their business, because without them, you know, this would be a very different enterprise. Yes. All right, guys. Well, this is your 1968 Gibson 345 ES-345 TD, which normally is like turbo diesel in cars, a TD. I have to Google why they give it the TD designation, but that is it's a stereo, double cutaway. Yeah, I'll have to do some more Googling. But even that, I mean, the label, very well intact. You can tell this did not spend a lot of time outside of its case. I'll go up to the binding here. Frets look completely original. It's hard to tell because the nibs are so shallow on this binding. It's quite bright. They're just so faint and so shallow. You know, you look like you can see the nib is still there. In a couple spots, the nibs look a bit worn, like there. You know, it's just so hard to tell. As far as fret wear goes, man, that rosewood looks gorgeous. A little bit. I mean, very, very light on the second fret there. You can see, like, but I mean, not in need of a refret. It's totally, yeah, totally playable. Lots of meat on them bones, as they say. A lot of rubber on those tires. All right. Well, I think you've got a great idea of what a premium example of one of these guitars looks like in person. And you can see the finish on it is absolutely stunning. And as we discussed earlier, in the right angle and the right lighting, you can see some light lacquer crazing, which is to be expected and is good because it's a sign of an original finish and an authentic Gibson paint job, and not something that's been re-lacquered, resprayed, touched up, doctored, or anything else like that. All right, guys, I got to get going because we've got a lot more videos to do for you. I've got a new Fender American Professional 2 hiding out in that case I got to show you with a really nice natural finish. So with that being said, thanks for hanging out. If you want to see more photos, go to the EssexRecordingStudios.com website. You can buy it there. It is a pretty penny. It's a pricey guitar, but it's worth it. It's an investment grade instrument for sure. And aside from that, follow us on all the socials at Essex Recording Studios, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Great. And yes, if you're still with me now, you definitely should be subscribed to the channel. Help us get to that 10,000 mark. We really appreciate that. and I'll see you soon in another video coming up. If you want to see more Gibsons we've had in the past, we do have a Gibson playlist on the channel, so you're more than welcome to crack open a cold one, lean back, relax, and watch many more Gibson videos. Alright, I'll catch you all later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.